just thought it could be kind of fun to do. So anyways, we're just gonna do that. We're gonna get right into it. This is probably a good video if you want to maybe distract your mind a little bit, because I'm just gonna be talking a lot. And I'm going to just assume that if you're watching this, you know the show and you know what I'm talking about. So if you don't, you can obviously stay, but you might not know what I'm saying. But anyways, I thought this could be kind of a fun video. So I'm not gonna really go in timeline order or anything. I'm just gonna talk randomly at you, and just kind of share my thoughts, I guess. So first thing that I can think of about the new season. Well, I didn't realize it had been so long since last season was out. I think it's been like 2 years, if I'm correct. I like this show, like it's good, but definitely the first 2 seasons where there's a lot of cringy, like awkward moments, which some of them fit because it's like a show about teenagers, so I feel like some of it makes sense for them to be like awkward and weird kind of. But I felt like this season was a lot better. I like the show, but it's not like one of my favorites, so maybe that's why I didn't care as much that it's been so long. But I was excited to watch it, so I felt like the vibe was a lot different this season. Like it got a lot more serious. Like the first 2 seasons, I felt maybe focused a little bit more on Ginny and like her her just being a teenager and like teen drama and like little smaller things. Not that they don't matter, but they were like I don't know if less important is the right word, but like less intense things, you know, like the drama was like dating and friendship stuff. And then I felt like this season, obviously because her mom was got arrested for murder, I feel like it took a more serious turn, which honestly I think I kind of liked. I did kind of like how they changed it up and it got a lot more serious. Like I felt like there wasn't a lot of like super awkward, like cringy moments where you can like the first 2 seasons, you can tell it's like obviously not teenagers writing it, but they're trying to write it how they think teenagers think and are, but they just weren't getting it all. Anyways, so since season 1, I was Team Joe for Georgia, obviously. I think everyone's Team Joe, right? Like, how can you not be Team Joe? I was always Team Joe. Okay. I mean, I really liked Paul, like I really liked him at the beginning, the first 2 seasons. It like, I thought it kind of sucked because as much as I loved Paul, like, I felt like she obviously needed to be with, like, obviously Joe is the one, he's the better option, but it was sad because I always loved Paul, and I felt like Joe's character wasn't there for no reason, so to me at least, it's obvious that they're going to end up together at one point. I think, I mean, I might be wrong, but to me it seems like there's, like, his character and the backstory that they have isn't there for no reason. So I think they're obviously going to end up together at some point, like, for sure. But I loved Paul at the beginning. I thought he was perfect, so I was wondering how they were going to, like, separate them without kind of ruining the relationship or ruining Paul, which I think they did. I don't like the direction, like, they took his character. I don't know, I just did not like it, and Zion too, because I felt like the whole time it seems like Zion, always, like, understands Georgia, to, like, a different level that no one else does, and I thought it was really just sad how, you know, when he, like, betrayed her and called, Child Protective Services, because, like, we all expected that from Gil, but no one expected that from Zion. Like, it seems like he was always on Georgia's side, so to see him switch up like that was, like, shocking. But anyway, so I loved Paul the first and second season. I thought he was perfect. He was perfect to her. Like, he loved her. He wanted to marry her, even, you know, her and her kids, and take her kids on, and they barely had even known each other, all that. But then I was like, she needs to be with Joe, that, like, she's gonna end up with Joe, so, after she got arrested, I guess I kind of started to see, so that's how they're going to break apart. But then at the beginning, he was on board obviously he paid for her lawyers and everything. And then eventually, he found out about the murders and stuff. So, but I felt like they did his character dirty. Like, they made him seem like, I don't know, a bad person. Like, I don't know, because it was really messed up, of course, that she lied to him about all that stuff. So, like, I see why he's upset and angry, but the way, like, he yelled at her in that one scene, like, I get it, because obviously she'd been lying to him all this time, like, he was gonna marry her. Wait, so, like, he was gonna marry her, and, like, take her kids and everything, and she had lied to him about all this stuff, so I understood his anger, but, I don't know, but in that scene, it was a little bit, like, I don't know, because, what happened with the kill and stuff, it just seemed like, I don't know, just the reaction, like, it made sense, but at the same time, it wasn't okay. So, I don't know, like, of course, you see his side, like, obviously, like, she lied to him for so long, that's horrible, but at the same time, I don't know. So, anyways, another thing, I'm gonna talk about Cynthia, okay, Cynthia. I hated Cynthia, like, I think everyone kind of hated her at the beginning, like, everyone on the show hated her, I hated her as a viewer, but then, like, as Georgia started to like her, I started to like her too, and I really liked their relationship, like, the friendship that they had built. So, what I was really hoping was gonna happen, and I thought this was gonna happen, was, I thought that she was gonna talk to Cynthia Georgia and tell her that she did it and why she did it, and, like, explain that she just wanted to help. And I thought Cynthia was gonna understand and see that, and then plot twist, like, in court, I thought she was gonna side with her. Obviously that didn't happen, but that's what I really was hoping would happen. So I hope next season they repair their friendship, because I don't know, I just thought they had such a special, like, relationship and a bond. So I hope that doesn't go away. I hope that repairs next season, and I don't know, I just hope it works out, because I love the two of them, especially, like, in season 2, when Cynthia helped George out with Gil, that drama in the apartment and stuff. I think it was special to see that, because even though they hated each other, like, she still helped her out, because just like women, like, being there for each other. I know maybe that sounds a little, cheesy, but that's what it was. I thought that was really special and cool. Like, Cynthia's a girl's girls. That's what it is, that she still helped her out, even though they hated each other. So, now, yeah, I mean, I guess we don't know at the end. I mean, they kind of made it seem like Joe and George are together, but maybe not for sure. So, I'm hoping and assuming eventually they will be together, because she's not gonna get with Zion. She'll never get back with Zion, I'm assuming, because of what he did to her. Now he's trying to sue her for custody, so why would she ever get back together with him? And obviously not Paul. So I'm assuming Joe's the one forever, but maybe they're gonna hold it off till, like, the end, so you have something to, like, wait for, look forward to, you know what I mean? But I guess we'll see. So I don't know, I guess we'll see about that. So now, maybe talking a little bit more about Ginny, her side, her friends. I hated the way they treated Max this season. So after season 1, and then, like, at the end of season 1, beginning of season 2, when Max was mad at Abby and Ginny, rightfully so to be mad at Ginny, I thought. But I felt like the way she acted was really immature and a little bit dramatic. She was just a little bit too mean. I felt like it was more valid towards Ginny. Ginny should have just apologized, but then she tried. But Abby, I thought she was so mean to Abby. And I felt like Abby knew about it, but it wasn't that she didn't really do anything. So I felt like she was a little bit too extra mean to Abby. Then she came around, we're all friends again, but so I was really annoyed with her at that point. But I was really mad at the way that they treated Max this season. I thought it was way too much, especially Ginny, that one scene at the party where she just said, like, she said that. She did not say that. It was just so sad because I felt like, especially, I hated Nora. To be honest, I never really liked Nora's character from the beginning, but especially this season. I felt like she was, I don't know, also because she's kind of more of a side character. Like, she's the only, like, girl from the group that we never see her, like she doesn't have her own storyline ever. But, so I don't know, maybe that's why I didn't get more insight to her perspective, but I just never liked her, the way she was towards Ginny the whole time. And this season, I thought, I didn't like how she treated Ginny, and it was crazy to me that, like, it seemed like Ginny chose her and Abby almost over Max. She did. And Max was like, she wouldn't have been friends with any of them if it wasn't for Max. You know, Max was her friend, like her first friend. And she introduced her to the group, and she was there for this whole season while everything was going on with her mom. She was defending her to everyone and was always by her side. So I just couldn't believe that she would say that. It's like, Ginny, what is wrong with you? Like, sometimes I just can't with Ginny. She is just like, that was so mean. I can't. That moment was horrible. Yeah, that was horrible. And also the way that Marcus treated Max, the way that everyone treated Max. That scene, like, where Marcus she was trying to help him, and he was being so mean to her, and just blowing off, like, disregarding her feelings. I lost my thought there. There was a plane going above, so I had to pause there for a second. Anyways, with Max and everything, I was really sad about Marcus and, like, his the depression and everything, how, it kept bothering me, and I guess it was obviously intentional, how especially his mom and his parents kept blowing off, like, oh, he's fine, like, he obviously needs some serious help, and, they kept just kind of blowing it off. So I thought it was good at the end, maybe, like, that was finally being addressed. But it was really sad to see, like, Max be dismissed when she was trying to help everyone, like, all the girls and Marcus. I thought that was sad to see, because, I don't know, I think she was really trying to be, like, a good friend this season, so it was sad to see, like, that not being returned. Yeah, I don't know. With Ginny, Ginny and Wolf, that name is so funny. I didn't think he was that bad. I liked him until the pregnancy thing, obviously, but I liked him a lot. I thought he was kind of cool. He was chill, laid back. He wasn't that bad. Until the pregnancy thing, obviously, when he blew her off, and that was crazy. I was not expecting that at all. I was like, no way they'd put that in the show, because her mom was already pregnant, so why would you bring it up again? But I guess it was actually kind of like an important moment. I thought it was kind of like when she was talking to her dad about it, I thought it was like, I'm trying to find the word, I don't want to say special, but it was like important to see that she got to make her own decision, and she didn't have to make the same one that her mom did, and like, that was okay. So I kind of liked that. But when they all went in the bathroom to take the test, I feel like you could kind of, like, obviously see where that was going. I didn't think it was going to be Ginny, though. I thought maybe one of the other girls would be pregnant, but I don't know. I guess Abby would be the only option, but I don't know. Anyways, and then the whole drama with Sophia and Max. Sophie, not Sophia. That was making me mad because I didn't really like Silver either. I liked her at first. Like, I think she was in season 2, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to remember the timeline. Yeah, they got together at the end of, like, in season 2. I liked Silver at the beginning, but then when, I don't know, I felt like she was kind of blowing Max off. Like, I don't know why I said that so slow. Like, when she confronted her about buying the alcohol and stuff from Marcus. I don't know, I didn't like her very much. I was kind of glad they broke up, but Sophie was bothering me because I felt like the way Sophie treated Max and disregarded her feelings was just just like so irritating to see because they dated, like she broke up with her, Max moved on, and now she's like playing with her feelings and like seemingly trying to get back with her. So I wonder where that's gonna play out, but I'm hoping Max is like better than that and does her own thing and doesn't get back with Sophie. But I guess we'll see where that goes. So I'm trying to think what else. I feel like I'm probably forgetting something that I want to mention. I mean, the whole thing with Gil was crazy at the end. I wasn't expecting that at all. I didn't know where they were gonna take it, but I had no idea. I don't know. That was crazy. I think obviously that's gonna cause a lot of problems for Austin next season, which is sad because that's his dad. But I don't know. It was really sad to see because obviously, well, he wasn't abusing his son yet, but I think it's kind of implied that like he loves Austin, but eventually I'm assuming he would have started abusing him. So, but I don't know. I did really like Georgia and Ginny's relationship this season. I felt like, especially like with the pregnancy and everything, and the self-harm when her mom was there, and they had that one scene where she talked her out of it, and it seemed like she kind of took some accountability. Georgia did, cause I felt like that was kind of like maybe not the first time, but I can't really remember much of when she kind of admitted that some things were her fault. So when she kind of took accountability for some of the situation, I don't know, I thought that moment was really special. I know, I liked that. But overall, like, the thing that I was rooting for the most was Joe and Georgia. Like, out of everything, that's what I was rooting for. I'm so glad, like, it looks like they're on the path. But I thought it was crazy when she told Joe, though, that she had killed those people and he didn't care at all. Because, there's that one scene in season 2, I'm pretty sure, where Cynthia finds out that Joe, like, is in love with Georgia, and she says something to him about, like, she'll just, like, use you or chew you up or whatever. And I was like, honestly, I thought she was right. I was like, Joe's way too much of a nice guy to be with George. I just don't think it would work out, even though I want them together. I wouldn't see it. But we saw this season that he's not as, he's not just that. He has more depth to his character. And I just thought it was so special that, I don't know, he didn't even care that she did that stuff. He didn't even question it. And also that she felt like she could tell him was cool. I really liked that scene. So, I don't know, I'm looking forward to seeing where they go next season. It's probably, gonna be like another 2 years before we get it. So, I'm trying to think. I think that might be all. If you guys have any, I'm probably forgetting some stuff. It's been like, I finished it like Friday, and what is it, Tuesday? Or no, it's Monday. No, it's Tuesday. So, it's been a few days since I watched it, so I'm probably forgetting a few things, but I think I said all like the main points that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I think I said everything. So if you have any thoughts about the show, please leave them in the comments. I'd love to chat, talk to you a little bit about it. I'll definitely respond. Let me just think here for a minute, see if there's anything else that I'm missing. Oh, well, maybe Abby. I'll talk about Abby for a minute. I thought her story was really sad from the beginning, and I was always kind of waiting to hear more about that, because I always wanted to get a little bit more into her character and what was going on with that. So I thought it was I liked how she found a new girlfriend and she stopped trying to make it happen with the press, because he sucks. Oh my god, he's also this is unrelated to his character, but I just find it so funny that Press and what's the other guy, Brody, those two, like, the actors look like they're like 30. It's so funny because I feel like most shows the actors look a lot older than they are supposed to be, but those two, it's like they're not 16. It's like they can't even pass as seniors in high school. I feel like everyone else, mostly the girls, I think they did a really good job. Like the four main girls, Marcus too, I think they did So that's like all I can think about when I watch it. But anyways, yeah, his character sucks, so I'm glad that she's moving on from that. I thought something was gonna happen with her and Marcus. I saw someone comment that on a TikTok as like a prediction, and I was like, yeah, right, that's not gonna happen. But then because I saw that when I was because I saw it when I was watching the new season, I kept like trying to like make it happen. Like when I was watching the scenes, I'd be like, okay, yeah, oh my god, they're right, it's gonna happen, but it didn't. And I'm glad it didn't. But like when they were at the skate park together, and he was like helping her skateboard, then when they were outside the hallway during the dance, I was like, oh my god, those people were right, this is gonna happen, but it didn't, so I'm glad it didn't. But I think that's it. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think that's really it. One other thing I was disappointed about, I guess, was with Nick, because I loved him and George's like friendship relationship, so it sucked to see that kind of be ruined. His career and Paul's. And I'm assuming, I think everyone kind of knows, like, they were alluding, like, telling us that George is gonna run for mayor next season. She's gonna run for mayor, which, I was wondering why. Maybe it's not gonna happen, but I feel like it was kind of obvious, right? Why they didn't mention that at the end of the season, or maybe that's because they were just trying to give us, like, plant the seed and then it'll happen next season. I don't know, but that'd be really interesting to see. This is just predictions now, I guess. That'd be really, really interesting to see her go against Paul, if he's just gonna give up. I don't know. I really loved Paul's character. He was like perfect the first 2 seasons, so I feel like there could have been another way for them to, like, obviously their relationship wasn't gonna last, but I felt like there had to have been a better way to do it, so like they didn't have to assassinate his character and like make his character like so bad, you know what I mean? I don't know, I just didn't like it. I felt like it was out of character. I don't know. I just really didn't like it. I felt like they could have done a better job at that. But anyways, maybe the baby, I should probably mention that, how she's pregnant at the end. That was a plot twist I was never expecting. I had no idea what the cliffhanger would be, because I assumed like they were gonna tell us, maybe the end of court, they would tell us if she was guilty or not, and then end it there. So I was kind of confused when we still had like a whole episode left after we heard that she wasn't guilty. Then it made sense, because that wasn't the cliffhanger. She's pregnant, so I feel like, well, it's either Paul or Joe. I feel like it's obviously gotta be Joe's baby, right? Because we already went down that with Paul, and I thought, I mean, it was so sad. His reaction, like when he found out she wasn't actually pregnant, it was so sad. So I understood from both sides, because he was gonna leave her, he did leave her, he was gone, and that was like the only way for her to get him to stay through the court case. But then it was so sad to see his reaction also when he realized that she lied about that, because, you know, and she did manipulate him. But it was so sad from both sides. But yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming it's gotta be Joe's baby, right? Because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it wouldn't make much sense for it to be Paul's, because we already went down that, you know, one time, even though it wasn't real. I just feel like it wouldn't make much sense. I guess we'll see, but I feel like it wouldn't make much sense for it to be Paul's baby, because like, you know, she already had told him she was pregnant, his baby. Also, I feel like they got Paul out of the storyline. They got him out of the way. So now it's Joe time. Now we're here for Joe, you know what I mean? Like, Paul had his moment, now it's Joe time. So if they, I'm just trying to picture where he would fit back into the storyline, and I feel like they, finally, like, got him, they wrote him off not completely, but he's out of Georgia's life, like, their relationship's over, so I feel like they got his story out. So now it's gotta be Joe's. But honestly, it go just because I feel like, I don't know, it's not that, like, I don't know, interesting. It's just not, I don't know, but I guess we'll see. I don't know where else they could have gone with it, but I guess it'll be interesting to see. But if she is actually pregnant, which I'm assuming sounds like she is, it's gotta be Joe's. It has to be. Like, it has to be Joe's 100%. Oh, and I was just thinking, this is random. I think this was season 2. But, you know how Ginny leaves the English teacher's class. I don't remember his name, Mr. Kitten, because he's racist and he's always picking on her, singling her out, targeting her. So she has to leave the class. And then Max and Hunter and the whole class, they do like their like I think kind of like, I don't know, protest. I don't know if that's the right word. Like, but they have their like pull the book out, like they're trying to make a statement, and they pull like the book out that she picked. I don't remember what it was called, and they just like talk about it in class just to like be like, I feel like just that's their way of saying like, oh, we stand with Ginny. But then nothing ever happened after that. So I don't know. I was assuming that they were gonna go somewhere, that something was gonna happen with him, he was gonna get fired or something, or it's gonna turn into a bigger issue. So I was kind of disappointed, like they never addressed it again. But then at the end of this season, I guess there was a moment